Okay, we're going to start another segment this afternoon. Probably not going to take very long. Hope it's going to go fairly quickly. Um, we left off yesterday. We finished milling out the slot and all the offsets on one side of the 3/4 inch brass rod. So now what I did off camera is I turned the rod over because and went ahead and milled the the slot all the way through and the additional offsets on the other side of it. It was exactly the same procedure with the exception that the slot was not as long, didn't have to be as long. So I just used the same 3/8 inch end mill, milled the same type slot on the other side to the point where it broke through, and then 275 thousandths deep we milled the slot wider on each side and created the track inside the unit. So that's where we're at. So with that, I think what I'll do is move the camera now, take you over to the mill, show you what we did off camera, and then today we're going to take the next step. We're going to mount a 1/2 inch end mill in the mill, call it, and we're going to side mill basically two sections either side of the dowel. That'll create two insets, 194 or 195 thousandths deep. Anyway, I'll go over that on the drawing, and you'll be able to see what we're going to do there. So with that, let me move the camera and show you what we did off camera, and then we'll get busy with milling the those 195,000 offsets either side of the unit. And one of those offsets is quite easy to mill because it doesn't have to be any particular length. It can just run off the end. The other side is critical, so we have a length on that we have to pay attention to. So with that, let me move the camera quickly and show you what we're going to do, and then we'll proceed from there. Okay, there's what we did yesterday, and so basically we milled this slot in here, and we widened it out to 530 thousandths at this end and at the upper edge here. So we created a ledge in here on both sides. You can't see one side, but you can see this side here, and that's a track basically inside the unit. So what I did off camera was duplicate the same thing that I did on this side, with the exception of this end. With the exception of this end. So let me move the rotary table around so you can see the other side. Let's see how that pans out. So you can see what I did there on the other side. Okay, same thing, except the slot isn't as long. Okay, so we have to leave some room for some special cuts that we need to make up here on this face here. So that's the reason for that. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to turn the camera off again, and I'll get set up with a 1/2 inch end mill, and we're going to cut side mill a slot or a offset into this side and the opposing side, and that's going to be 195 thousandths deep. And this side is critical as far as the length is concerned. We have to stop up here near where we stopped here with the slot. So anyway, with that, let me get set up and we'll move ahead. Okay, I've set up. I did not move the DRO on the y-axis. I just calculated the offset. So actually, we're not having to take off very much. It's very little. But we got to move the DRO into 430 thousandths. I had it cranked out to 625. So 625 minus 195 is 430. So with that, I'm at 430 right now. So I'm just now what they're telling me to do is just the cutter's just got to hit the inside face of this up here. This is kind of by the seat of your pants, you know. Hopefully I'll be able to hear it. Get a flashlight here and see if I can see it. Yeah, maybe just a hair more. I know you can't see it on the camera. You just gotta hit that edge. Sounds about right there. Let's see. Maybe just a hair more. I think we're there. That's the best we're gonna do. This end doesn't matter, I don't think. It's just it's going to end up getting cut away anyway. I only can go so far. Hopefully that's good enough. So now we got to do exactly the same thing to the other side. Let me get this out of the way here. I had a brush around here someplace. I don't know what I did with it now. Oh, right here. Okay, so let's just clean it off a little bit there. We got a little bit of deburring to do. And we'll do that later. I don't think I can do it now. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some little bit of deburring there. So there we go. Let's see here. Let me look at this on the drawing here. We'll move the camera again for a second here. Okay, so there's what we're milling. Get my pencil here so I can point to it. Well, I can't find my pencil. There it is. So we're milling out this area right here. Just 195 thousandths from that line up to there. And that's putting a 1/4 inch radius in there, and then this end just gets milled away. So we got to do the same exact thing to this other side, except we got to be careful that we don't encroach on this area right here. So we got this area is no problem down here, same thing, but back here we got to be careful. We only mill to a certain point. So with that, let me get the camera set up again, and we'll do that little portion. There's our 430, same on this side as the other side. Hopefully, not sure how far to take this in. This may require some hand work in the end. Get that to blend together. Hopefully that does the trick. I think I probably should check this dimension here. I put a lot of extra dimensions on my drawings. I'm not sure I have a dimension for that though. Let's see here. No, I don't have a dimension for that. I don't know what that is. or that's supposed to be. Let's see what we've got there. We're at 370 right there. Let's see, theoretically, we need, let's see, I can do it on the calculator pretty fast. So 195, so 0.195 times 2 is 0.390. Okay. And the bar is 3/4, so 0.750 minus 0.390 equals 360. Equals 360, and we're at 370. So technically, we need to go in another, we need to get rid of another 10 thousandths or another 5 thousandths on each side. I suppose that's possible. Let's take another 5 thousandths off of here. Then we'll spin around the other side and take a 5 thousandths off of there. There's another 5,000. And then we'll stop there. We'll stop there. Yeah. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Actually, I don't think we got to rotate the table, do we? But then my number won't be right, so I think I better rotate the table. We got to go to what? 270? we are. 270. Okay. And then we got to move this back out to 430. All right, let's just go there. All right. Well, let's go to 425. I think we'll call that quits. Check the number. I'm sure it's not exactly right, but pretty close, within 2,000. So I think we'll be happy with that. All right. So with that, I guess that'll be the end of this segment. I think. I don't know how much, because I'm going to go back in the back to the computer and make some short explanation of what we did. So we've got two big radiuses to cut. This whole section gets cut away here, and then on the other side we have a big section that gets cut away with a 1-inch end mill or a fly cutter. So that's going to be a little tricky. It's going to take a little bit of work. So with that, I'll call off on this segment. This will be segment C, I guess. Part 8, segment C. And we got a couple more little things to do here to complete this. Let's see where we're at here on the instructions. Yeah, the next thing, so we're maybe about 2/3 done here. So we got quite a little bit to do, cutting those large radiuses and a few other things that need to be done. So with that, I'll call off, and we'll get this posted, and we'll start on the next segment. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.